Good morning, everyone. I'm just managing the multiple rooms we work in. There we go. Okay. Let's get started with our weekly Sunday meditation. For the rest of the month, we'll be meeting weekly on Sunday, except for Easter Sunday. That's Sunday, April 17th at 10 o'clock. And let's begin by getting into the mindful body. Looking for feet and sits bones firmly planted if you're standing or sitting. Hands relaxed in your lap. Spine is straight but relaxed in a posture that you can hold for our session. Let's cycle through our primary anchors of breath, sound, thought, and emotion, listening to the sounds within and without. Noticing the rise and fall of your torso with each breath. Relaxing the hands and face. Observing the busy thoughts that come to mind. Maybe planning for the rest of the day. Or reviewing what's been. Allowing those thoughts of future and past to arrive and then depart as we focus on the present moment. Bringing our thoughts back to the breath. Our awareness to the rise and fall of the torso. Relaxing the hands and belly and face. Also observing the undercurrent of our emotions, noticing how we feel today, physically as well as emotionally. If we're tired, fidgety, feeling relaxed, worried, all of those emotions are welcome. Observing the rich palette of our inner life, our many thoughts and emotions, with compassion and acceptance for what is. Calling to mind someone in our lives that we love with all of their flaws. We just love them anyway, and we accept the things about them that, might rub us the wrong way sometimes. And looking to give ourselves the same compassion and self-love. Looking to accept ourselves as we are without needing to fix everything according to some impossible standard. Need more money, more beauty, more youth, more time, more depth, more patience, anything that stands in the way of being compassionate and accepting. And of course, that doesn't mean we're giving ourselves a pass on being a jerk, because if you were that kind of person, you wouldn't be here. And now for the main intention of our practice today. Calling to mind a loved one who is struggling, suffering physically, emotionally with a problem. This is an intention given to us by a class member. And in directing our loving kindness toward a loved one who is struggling or suffering, as meditators, we acknowledge the principle that we can't fix every problem. We can't fix all of our own problems, let alone other people's problems, even though we may want to. And some of our best work is done in the invisible. In practice, that's us sitting together in meditation, we can create a container of safety and acceptance and love for our loved one. A good analogy for this situation is how parents have to interact with actually all kinds of children, young and older. You need to give them some space to work things out on their own without reacting to every inflammatory action and word that he or she throws your way. And as meditators, that is where we develop skill in handling stressful interpersonal relations. So visualizing our loved one as happy, healthy, and whole, peaceful, without perfection, letting go of the need to fix our loved one, or that they fix themselves as quickly as possible according to our schedule. Letting go of our needs and wants here, and offering unconditionally a place of support, a place of acceptance, a place of compassion. This, of course, doesn't mean we have to be a doormat. We need healthy boundaries as well. But the more we visualize our loved one in this safe container of our loving support, acceptance, trust, the less we will react to provocation, and the more we are able to offer our highest and best to truly support our loved one on their journey, their complex journey, a journey that's not on our schedule. Respecting the complexity of another's journey, the thoughts and struggles that other people may go through that are completely invisible to us. It's the analogy of the iceberg. What we can see is so much less than what may be lying beneath. Fear, worry, undiagnosed mental illness, a lack of creativity, a lack of opportunity that may have festered into a more pervasive problem. So many things may be going on that we can't know or control. But we can control ourselves. We can control the loving container of acceptance, trust, and support that we offer. We can control the healthy boundaries that we offer. And let's continue to visualize our loved one happy, successful, easy, able to navigate on his or her own path, able to make mistakes and recover. Able to navigate skillfully through his or her own problems and worries, with a sense of confidence and an inner strength that rises above the pits and falls of daily life. Visualizing ourselves responding skillfully when interacting with our loved one, handling their any inflammatory or provocative words and actions they may lash out with. Let's visualize ourselves handling that skillfully without being a pompous and righteous person. Because of course that only serves to further inflame and provoke. Visualize interacting with our loved one without having to tiptoe around him or her. And even though words may not be reaching our loved one, visualizing the heart-to-heart communication of loving kindness that surpasses the limitations of language and relationships. Imagine sending a streaming white light of love directly to your loved one's heart. Visualize it filling up his or her body, spreading from the heart down to the very bottom of the feet, and from the heart upward through the throat, through the face, through the top of the head. A clean and purifying and powerful gift of spirit, offering our highest and best, and connecting invisibly to the highest and best in our loved one. Imagine our loved one receiving this gift with an open heart, and noticing the ease, relief, and pleasure we feel in finally reaching our loved one, heart to heart, in the way that matters the most. And let's sit with those observations for a few moments. Always noticing the rise and fall of the torso, your feet planted firmly, your spine strong and straight. and let's bring our attention back to center. Thank you for joining me today. The podcast and video will be posted later today. In case you wish to do this again or share with others, please feel free to do so. And I wish you an excellent week. I'll see you next Sunday.